So we've seen drag in the legitimate theater. We've seen musicals about drag, plays about drag. We've seen drag stars on our stages. What do you want people to know about drag with Drag the Musical?
Well, we started it because it was like, because you have drag like in musicals, but I was like, I want to do a musical that's like on the drag queen's turf and it's like their world and it's like their rules. So that was our like goal going into it. And so it's like, it's not just the like, ooh, drag is feathers and fabulous.
Yeah.
It's a little of that, but it's also like, it smells and like it's gross and it's sticky and it's disgusting and it costs too much money and...
Yeah, right. So you want people to know the smell of drag.
Yes, and you might experience it at New World stages if you sit close enough.
So your co-writer is Tomas. Who's your
Tomas Costanza.
Okay.
No relation to George Costanza. And Ashley Gordon. Yeah, I mean, we know each other from doing drag music. So
I want to interrupt for a second. I don't want to get this wrong. Tomas described the show as a combination of Kinky Boots, Willy Wonka, The Rocky Horror Show, Rent, Bat Out of Hell, La Cage aux Folles, and the Sex Pistols. I'm in.
Yeah, that's pretty right. Yeah, he's got it. He nailed it.
So was it fun to actually dig into the structure of that and creating the characters, and what was the process like?
We started with the music because that's like where we know each other from.
Yeah.
Like Tomas and Ash, like if you've heard drag queen music or albums, probably they've produced it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started with the music. We were like, let's do like the starting song and let's do like this song. And then we were like, okay, now we need to populate this world with these characters, and then they have to make a plot that makes some kind of sense, which is very hard.
I think she's coming, yeah, I think she's coming. I think she's coming, the queen, she's coming.
So you play Miss Kitty, is that right?
Yes, Kitty Galloway.
Okay.
She's the leader of the Cat House, which is the arch nemesis drag house of the fish tank. Because cats and fish don't like each other, historically.
What's the story we're telling here?
Well, these two drag houses hate each other, and they've always hated each other, and they don't really know why they hate each other, but they do.
Right.
And then they get into some trouble, and they find out that they might need each other. And then beyond that, it's like, it's about a bunch of people who like kind of find out something about themselves through the power of drag.
There's a lot of talk about the power of drag.
Yeah.
Right? What has drag done for you in your life?
It's like before drag and after drag, like as a trajectory in my life. It's like it showed me that you as a human being are more than just like the thing that's on your ID or like the thing that you were born as that everyone tells you are.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of explodes any sort of possibility of your imagination, and that's like really, it's like really powerful.
Yeah.
And I think that applies to anybody, not just people who like do drag for a living.
The cast is great. Some Broadway names that I love and some drag names that I love, and you, of course, as Miss Kitty. What was it like assembling this group, and are you guys having fun over there?
We're just really lucky. Oh my God. It was really like once we had people doing it, it lived with me and Tomas and Ash for so long, just as a piece of paper and like a thing in our minds.
Yeah.
But once we had people like singing our songs and they're really good singers and saying our jokes and they're hilarious people and like brilliant actors, it was like, this is like alive now. It's amazing.
Isn't there a boy band icon also over there?
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's great.
He did it in LA as well.
He did. His fans are like, I mean, if you think Drag Race fans are intense, no. New Kids fans, they win. They're amazing.
Alaska Thunderf is fabulous. I mean, I fell in love with Alaska the minute I met her. How does it feel to now be a LGBTQ role model?
It's weird, and it's not why I started drag. I mean, I started drag because I could, I just wanted to like be a freak and get drunk.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, it is my life and it is my career, and there are young people who like look at drag queens like role models. What? What? In what bizarro world? But we are.
Yeah.
And you know, I love that. Like there are worse things to be than a drag queen for sure. I mean, I get to do something that I love, and I get to be creative, and I kind of get to do a little bit of everything. So like, great.
So New World Stages is a fun off-Broadway. It used to be a movie theater.
I know.
Yeah,
it
I
gives
went there when
that
it was a movie
vibe.
theater when it first opened. But it kind of has a fun, like off-Broadway vibe. You're all sort of in a small space backstage. Is it easy to get into the vibe of like being in a queer bar, like performing? Is it similar? Like you're all sort of on top of each other, right?
We definitely are. And then on top of that, there's like all the costumes and all the clothes and all
Sure.
the wigs. That all has to live backstage too. So yeah, we are very tight, but I've heard it said that the smaller the home, the happier the family.
Oh, that's sweet.
So that's what I'm telling myself.
Do you get recognized on the streets? Obviously, if you were in full drag right now, that immediately is extremely recognizable, but you're also
Yeah.
pretty recognizable like this.
Yes, I can't hide and I can't disguise myself. And then if I do, then as soon as I speak, it's over. That gives it away.
Yeah, your voice is extremely
So-
iconic.
Yeah, so iconic. Yeah, no, I do get recognized a lot, and I think I'm getting recognized a lot. A lot of people sometimes in New York I've found just walk up past me. They're like walking about their day, and they go, "Hi." They don't, and I'm like, "Are you recognizing
Right.
me, or are New Yorkers just really
Right.
friendly?"
Yeah.
Once someone was walking by and they were like, "I love you."
I think it's an energy of like, I am gonna acknowledge you, but I'm also like, I have my own thing going on, so I'm just gonna give you a moment, give you your roses, but then I have stuff to get to.
Yeah.
It's kind of that.
It freaked me out at first. I felt like I was in that movie Smile, but now I like it.
Okay, so look at this. So we have a modern day cult classic, Drag the Musical,
Well.
starring Alaska Thunderf and Nick Adams with that. You're used to that, right? You're used to that. You
know,
knew
I
that was
asked
gonna
the-
happen when you chose that name.
I asked them to leave the asterisk out, but they just can't do it. They're not allowed.
You know, you didn't like go into this being like, I'm gonna choose a family-friendly name that'll help me become famous. You were like, no, I'm Alaska Thunderf.
Right.
Deal with
but it's easy to spell.
Absolutely.
You can't misspell it.
And look at that, featuring for a limited time.
I know,
This is
right?
on the block, Joey McIntyre. And go get your tickets.